They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. Fair catch, called for and made. First down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Buys a little time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Complete to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Maffa. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Just having these dudes bounce off one
Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your sights.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On the ground, it's Hampton. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
In that third down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat him up front.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Bull just steamrolling the defense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what they dialed up on third and long from the 22. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Got his man on the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Extending the play. He'll let one go down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
And here comes the offense on second down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
With the catch, it's Maffa. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Comes out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it from the red zone. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hampton. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a man on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed and you got to be really sharp, really crisp, to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the option. Now the pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get it. He's loose down the middle. He's inside the 40, the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Starting to feel a little pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. This time he's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Maffa. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Tar Heels are on the move. Red pass, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They get to the line quickly. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is...
Snags it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Buys a little extra time. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is such a dangerous weapon as a runner. It's almost as if it makes the defense tentative because they know the slightest of errors, and he's to the house.
No doubt about it. This is a guy that's going to hurt defenses throwing the football and running the ball as well. It stresses your defense in so many different ways. And this defensive coordinator now has got to find new ways to try and slow him down, contain him. You just got to get the ball out of his hands, because when he's got it, man, he can kill it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tiger. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
Just steamrolling his way through. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There's a live football. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes it.
And it's picked off at the goal line. The 50. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But guess guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh center down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on first down. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job on the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the shotgun, the inside give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now trailing.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down set.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness when this offense continues to miss the mark. They just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab on the back. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Makes the grab. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now on 1st down from the 28. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They move the tight end all over. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking for space. It's Hampton. And they're able to make the tackle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This, it'll be a wrap. Barges ahead. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Trying to punch it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.